Good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. What happened? What the fuck happened? It was supposed to be all good without the police, right? That's why they formed Chaz, Chop, whatever that hippie wet dream is called. It was supposed to be all good with just free love, food, shelter, and everything for everybody without those evil, wicked police, right? Wrong. The other day, 2 people got shot inside of Chaz, Chop, whatever. One of them died. There's footage of the police. There's probably, 10 officers or more, 10, 15 officers. They're kind of marching alongside this vehicle and on the bullhorn saying, "Let us in. We just want to help the victims. That's it. We just want to come in and help. Never mind the fact that we feel neutered and weird and stupid right now by even giving you guys the time of day and not rushing in here with full force and putting zip ties on all you pieces of shit. Never mind that. We just want to help the victims. Let us in." "No way, man. We're not letting you in, man, because you're the man. So they don't let the cops in. One of the guys, last I heard, was in critical condition. One of the guys is dead. Which one do you think died? There's footage of a F-150, F-250 with a bunch of people in the back of it. You can see them doing chest compressions on somebody in the back of that truck. That's one of the shooting victims that they took to the hospital because they didn't want to let the cops come in and do cop shit. Maybe it would have saved him. Maybe it wouldn't have. I can't seem to find any information as far as a name or anything for this guy, for the dead guy. He's 19, young kid. I heard he may have been black. I don't know. Once I verify that, whether he is or not 100%, I'll revisit it. But imagine the irony if a black man was shot and killed inside the borders of Chop. Anyway, you can see them doing chest compressions on somebody, speeding around this corner, driving this guy to the hospital. Sorry, forgive me, if in my time of need, when my life is on the line, forgive me if I don't want somebody smelling like patchouli oil trying to save me. Forgive me. I think it was Jeff Foxworthy did a bit on how Southern people's accent may sometimes not allow you to put the most faith in him. He's like, you don't want to hear your doctor saying, "Well, what we're going to do is take your heart out." Right? That's true. That's why it's so funny. That might not instill the most confidence in you, but it can be for anybody. Any racial group has that kind of accent that doesn't give you much faith. Like, what if you had a doctor, "Hey, what's up? What's up, fucker? I'm gonna take out your fucking appendix, fucker." Nah, I wouldn't want that. Give me the guy who keeps pushing his glasses up like this. Anyway, the point is, this is not how they told us it was gonna be inside of Chop. It was supposed to be all love and peace signs. Well, there's a peace in there. There's definitely, somebody had a piece because 2 people got shot. So it turns out it's not the way they said it was going to be. We gave them we didn't give it to them. The city of Seattle gave them what they wanted, and this is what's happening. Now, on to more dummies. Brett Favre is a bitch. And that's not because he's one of those filthy, disgusting Green Bay Packer pieces of cheese-headed shit. You hear that, Larry? That's not why Brett Favre is a bitch. It's because he had the nerve to compare and equate Colin Kaepernick to Pat Tillman. Who was Pat Tillman? Pat Tillman, well, I believe he was a defensive back. He played for the Arizona Cardinals. And shortly after 9/11, he decided to enlist. He became, I believe, an Army Ranger, and he enlisted, and he was killed. Unfortunately, he was killed by friendly fire. But yeah, he walked away from his dream to pursue another. And you compare that dude to Colin Kaepernick. Now, to be honest, when he's leading up to saying this, I kind of understood what he was saying. And he was saying that both Pat Tillman and Colin Kaepernick, well, I guess for lack of a better phrase, gave up on their dreams to pursue something else. So not exactly, because Kaepernick didn't give it up. He walked away from it. But what he's saying is they were both pursuing something bigger than football. Okay. But then he ended it by saying Colin Kaepernick will one day be called a hero just like Pat Tillman. Number one, Pat Tillman gave his life. Colin Kaepernick gave up jack shit. Because the NFL, the 49ers offered him a contract. He said no. The NFL offered him a private workout. Who the fuck has ever gotten a private workout in the middle of the season? But due to the pressure, you don't want to be called a racist, they gave him a private workout. He said, I don't want your workout. You're going to come to my workout. The NFL said, fuck we are. And they said no. So up until that point, Brett, I could almost understand what you were trying to say. But to put Colin Kaepernick on the same level as Pat Tillman, who gave his life, and he gave his life for a good reason, okay? His reasoning was good. His country was harmed. His country was wronged. He went to go make somebody pay. Colin Kaepernick knelt down over some bullshit like police brutality. Police brutality is a flea on the nuts of a black person's life. It means nothing. At best, it's a minor inconvenience if you happen to come across it. There's no guarantee. I know they tell you crossing that threshold out of your house into the world is an automatic death sentence. I know that's what they say, but that's not how it is. Police brutality ain't shit. All right? It ain't shit. I've never dealt with it in my life. Ever. And I've had run-ins with the law. Never happened. Not once. Not even close. I don't want to hear that bullshit. But despite that, that's how they say it is for us. It's a lie. That's what Colin Kaepernick, that's the cause he took up. Police brutality. That's why this shit is so weak. You picked a bullshit topic that's damn near non-existent. That's like me starting up a campaign to fight polio. That shit ain't even here anymore. Man, please. So anyway, further down this path of stupid-ass fake racist bullshit on our way to Grandma's house, Bubba Wallace. He is, excuse me, he is the only black driver in NASCAR. And this poor widow guy who's driving a Black Lives Matter car, who the fuck painted that car? Anyway, this poor widow, lonely black guy, this poor widow thing, he going about his business, ducking and dodging police bullets, right? Somebody hung a noose inside of a garage somewhere, his team garage. I don't fucking know. But it's from what I understand, it's deep inside of the facility, meaning somebody couldn't just walk by, throw that shit on the fence. Like, it was inside the facility. There's cameras everywhere. They're probably going to find out who this person is. But my point is the way people reacted to it. Somebody put a noose in it. Was it around somebody? Was there a body hanging from it? Because if there wasn't a body hanging from it, nobody cares. So fucking what? They hung a noose there. Oh shit, can you not race anymore? Did it do something to your feet where you can't press the gas and the brake anymore? Well, what happened? Oh, nothing? Then who gives a shit? Now, like I said, there's cameras everywhere. They're gonna find out who did it. Okay, let's say it's who they want it to be. A racist white guy with, he was dressed in a half swastika, half Confederate flag shirt, right? Like when you go to the flea market or something, they got that half Bob Marley, half lion face blanket, right? This shit's so corny. So let's say they caught him, right? This toothless sister fucker is up on a ladder. Hold it still, cooter. He got his half swastika, half Confederate flag shirt on, right? Fucking spitting his chow on the floor. Hold it steady, god dang it. So they caught him on camera. That's who the guy is. Okay, and it would be ironic if that's who it is, but the victim's name is Bubba. Anyway, let's say that's who it is. Okay, and I need to start an and campaign. But this happened, and okay, so you got the guy. There's a racist person in a population of 325 million. Oh shit. Or it's going to be who they don't want it to be. And it's going to end up being some fucker who is just there trying to stir up shit, and he's probably a Biden or Bernie or Hillary supporter. And it's either going to be who they wanted it to be or who they don't want it to be. So if it's not Cooter and company, then it's going to be some fucker who's stirring shit up, because that further proves that racism is not an issue in America. Are there racist people? Yes. Is this a racist country? No. But hold on. There was another one. And the reaction to this shit is crazy. A black guy found a noose at his workplace. It should not be national fucking news. Anyway, Ryan Clark. He's a former Pittsburgh Steeler football player. A DB, I believe. So he's on fucking ESPN, some shit. And he's talking about this incident that happened with his son. His son is a player at the University of Arizona or some shit. So they're at this restaurant. The only thing open was a drive-thru. So they approach some lady in the drive-thru and say, hey, on foot, can you buy something for us? She says no. They go to another person, approach her. She says yes, and buys their shit. So then the lady they originally approached, she complained to the manager, these guys were harassing me in the drive-thru. And then she allegedly told them, and the manager, he comps her food, and then she takes off, and as she's leaving, she tells him, thanks for the free food, nigger. Boom, and takes off. Okay. Again, my new campaign, and so Ryan Clark is on TV talking to the black reporter who's interviewing him, and then he starts to tear up. Oh, my son, and oh, my black son, and if he didn't come back from that, and what if that lady shot him because black people, we can't even flag down cars with white people. All this stupid shit. Right after he talks about the affluent neighborhood that he raised his kids in because of his wealth, because the NFL made another black millionaire. Any fucking way, he starts choking up and crying. Oh, what if I couldn't live without my son? What if he got shot? Who's talking about anybody getting shot? Number one, your dumbass son and his dumbass friends shouldn't have went up to a drive-thru approaching cars to buy food for him. Get in a car. Remember that affluent neighborhood he grew up in? You didn't buy your son a car? So if you can't walk in, get in your car and get in the fucking drive-thru. Young people are dumb. I get it. I was young and dumb myself. Now I'm a little bit older and a little less dumb. But number one, your kid shouldn't have been walking through a fucking drive-thru. The name is in the title, drive-thru. Number two, obviously, that lady's a fucking dumb bitch for calling your son that. That's a wicked, disgusting fucking word. We get that. But should it be national news? Should you be on TV getting interviewed and it didn't even happen to you? Sounds to me like a local issue. Whatever town that was in Arizona, it shouldn't have gone any further than that. Again, are there racist people? Yes. Is this a racist country? No. But it's the reaction to this shit. So what? Some obviously dumb person said something dumb. And shit like that makes black people look weak. It makes us look like the Fabergé eggs of ethnicities. Put on your white gloves, handle them with care. That shit is stupid. So what if she said that to your son? I've had it said to me. And what's your point? So what? Now, should that manager have comped that lady's meal after those type of accusations? No, but who knows? Did they approach the manager and say, she said this to us? And he said, well, I don't care. Here's your free food, lady. Now, if that happened, dude is wrong. That's not how you conduct business. That is not good customer service. But I'm going to try to keep an eye on this one and see how it develops. Because if it turns out that that didn't happen, well, I'll be back here and I'll be going the fuck off. Because that's also dangerous and damaging, making false accusations like this. Now, you know how the process is. You know how it goes. If that really did happen, they're about to dox the shit out of that lady, and we're going to know everything but her blood type by dinner time. Now, speaking of blood, there's no more blood shed by black lives than fucking Chicago. Father's Day weekend. From Saturday to Monday morning. This morning, 104 people shot, 14 dead. I'll put a link in the description box to this article, because like the last one, it breaks down each individual shooting, where it took place, what time it took place, even where on their body the victims were shot. It makes it that much more real when you can read these people's names and ages and where they were and what happened when they got shot. 104 people in 3 days in one city. 14 people dead. How many of those 14 you think were black lives? Where is black? Your headquarters should be in Chicago, and you guys should be fucking exhausted at the end of your day if Black Lives Matter. Chicago's going to have you working round the clock. And of course, among the dead were children. That's right. Who the fuck you going to shoot? Adults? Yeah, a little bit. But I want to mix some kids in there. Right? No discrimination. Everybody gets led around here. 13-year-olds, 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds. Hey, check this out. The youngest victim, how old do you think he was? 6, 5, 4? Nope, if you guessed that, you're wrong. You should have guessed 3. The youngest victim was a 3-year-old. Take a second. Picture a 3-year-old in your mind. Could be your 3-year-old. Niece, nephew, friend's kid, neighbor's kid. Picture a 3-year-old. Picture what a 3-year-old sounds like, that little voice, that innocence, that little face. 3 to 5 years old is the cutest a child will ever be in every way. Think about it. That beautiful little 3-year-old face getting a bullet in his chest. A bullet. Imagine that. That little innocent 3-year-old. What was his crime? His crime was sitting in his gangbanging daddy's lap in his car. That's right. They say the dad was the intended target. But you know, these morons, these dumbasses, they don't hit the range. They just go right out in the street, man. Spray and pray. So yes, the youngest victim was a little 3-year-old boy who was shot. Isn't that something? Isn't that great? Happy Father's Day. That's how we celebrate in Chi-Town. We fucking shoot kids. 104 in 3 days in one damn city. CBLM, where are you? Paging CBLM, certain Black Lives Matter. Where's all the focus? Oh, I know. Hey, you guys, my bad. I'm sitting here thinking you need to focus on the family and shit to correct that. You know, strong family puts better people into the world. Shit like this is less likely to happen. No. I got it all wrong. My bad. Let me take a page from the guilt-ridden white liberal handbook. You guys just got to go out and post a black screen on your social media. That'll make these people stop. Post a blank screen. Post some stupid meme about how terrible police are. Post some stupid shit about how racist this country is. Hey, even better, if you really want to help these people in Chicago, post some shit about how you stand with them and you support them. Because your support makes them bulletproof, right? You fucking idiots. This is real racism. This is where black people are being targeted and killed when they step out of the house. This is everything you want. This is what gives you your guilt-ridden little white boner in the morning. Your guilt-ridden white liberal boner. This is what gives it to you, and you don't want it? Man, please. And of course, let's wrap it up on a lighter note. Let's wrap it up on an environmental note, shall we? So, over the weekend, in Siberia, which is in the Arctic, it recorded its highest temperatures ever. It was over 90 degrees for like 3 days in a row. The hottest temperatures ever. So global warming, huh? Climate change? I guess they were right. Nope. Hell no, they weren't. Because to my knowledge, for the last 2, 3, 4 months, people have been sheltering in place. They've been quarantining, right? Everything's been closed. No boats, no long rides, no theme parks, no nothing. People were sheltering in place. Less driving, less people at work, a lot of businesses being shut down so they're not putting that pesky pollution in the air. Less cars driving around, less green gases and all that horse shit. You got Venice, the water's clear because no one's disturbing it with their stupid gondolas, right? Everything's calming down. Skies are clearing. So this should be the time that the earth is doing better. Because we're inside. You know, we're the ones destroying the earth because we're that fucking important. But how is that? How do they record the highest temperatures in a time where there's the least amount of human interference? Oh, that must mean they're full of shit and they were lying. Right? Because this is the perfect time for shit to get better. Looks to me like the earth doesn't give a shit what we do. Looks to me like the earth does what it does and we just hold on for the ride. Because now the earth's temperature, the climate change should be in reverse. Because we're not out polluting and flying on our private jets while they lecture us about how clean we need to be. Right? Fuck out of here, man. What more do you need to know? Temperatures are going up at a time where we're not even going outside. Somebody's lying. It's not me. I wouldn't do that to you. So what is it? Either they were lying to us, or it turns out the earth does what the hell it wants to do. Like it always has. Man, let me get back in here and enjoy the rest of my damn weekend. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit liberal cries. Get your Jericho Green notification tone. Link in the description box. Help me stay independent. Utilize the PayPal link and the Teespring link to get your green gear. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.